Hello and welcome back to PJ's Harmony Kitchen Delights. I'm PJ and today we're back in the Harmony High School kitchen. We're going to be making an awesome sweet dish today. A sweet dish that has been part of Austria's history for the last couple of hundred years. We're going to be making Kaiserschmarrn with self-made apple compote. If that sounds like something you'd like to make and sounds interesting, please stay tuned and let's get ready to cook. Alrighty, for our Kaiserschmarrn, we're going to be needing a cup of flour, then 2 tablespoons of sugar, a cup of milk, 4 large eggs, some vanilla extract, and some butter to melt in our pan. Then, for our apple compote, we're going to be needing a variety of different apples, preferably some green ones, some red ones, to give it a nice flavor balance. Then, we'll also need cinnamon, lemon juice, and water for our compote, and that should be it. Alrighty, let's get that started. We're going to be starting out with our apple compote today. We're going to be needing about 4 apples in total, a peeler, and a knife to chop them up. Okay, let's just go ahead, peel your apples. All right, now that we've cut our apples, let's take our knife, cut them in half, and then let's get rid of the core because we don't want that in our apple compote. Alrighty, now that we have peeled our apples and have gotten rid of a layer, let's go ahead and chop them up into fine pieces. Alrighty, now that we've chopped up our apples, let's throw them into a saucepan, add our water, sugar, and cinnamon. Let's do that. Your saucepan is going to be full, and it's going to get even fuller to the brim. Alright, now that we have our apples here, let's take our half cup of sugar and our half cup of water and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon
Let's also take half of a lemon here, squeeze that out into our Apfelkompott to make sure we get a nice citrusy aroma in here, and also make sure to squeeze it out well so nothing of the lemon juice gets wasted.
All right, now let's put that onto our stove and let it simmer on medium heat so we have time to make the Kaiserschmarrn. Alrighty, now that our compote is simmering on the stove, let's crack our eggs and start with our batter. Alrighty, here we have it. Here we have our 4 egg yolks, our 4 egg whites, and let's start making the batter. Let's take our 4 egg yolks that we separated earlier, put them in a big bowl. Then we want to add a 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of milk. Oops, that happens. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract because this is a homemade one. Alrighty, that's it. Let me just take a whisk and whisk it up till it's a nice batter. You will want to whisk your batter until it's all one smooth liquid and not clumpy at all anymore. See, we're almost done here, just like a minute or 2 more. Alrighty, now that you see our batter, it is a nice and smooth liquid. We want to let our batter rest for a second now and whip the egg whites. We'll do that with our KitchenAid. Let's get over that. Alrighty, now that our batter has rested and we have whipped our egg whites right here into stiff peaks, we want to fold them into our batter. I'll do it personally in 2 rounds. Make sure to not whip and whisk out all the air out of your stiff peaks because we want that fluffy characteristic for our Kaiserschmarrn. Okay, let's start that. All right, and now let's give in the second round of egg whites. And fold those under 2. Now, if that doesn't look like great Kaiserschmarrn batter, I don't know what does. This is ready now, and let's get a stovetop here, and then let's get our skillet, heat it up, melt some butter, and then let's start making the Kaiserschmarrn. Alrighty, to actually make our Kaiserschmarrn, we're going to heat up our skillet, and as soon as it's hot, we're gonna melt some butter in it so that our Kaiserschmarrn won't stick in the end. Here on this burner, we have our apple compote. It is going nice. Let's give it a good stir so nothing burns. And let's continue to let it simmer. Alrighty, now that our butter has melted, let's go ahead and pour in our batter till we cover the bottom of our skillet. We'll use all of our batter for this. Alrighty, so let's just wait for 1 second till it is golden brown on the bottom until we can flip it. In case it breaks while flipping it, don't worry about it. We're going to be tearing it up in a minute anyway. My personal recommendation for Kaiserschmarrn is adding in some raisins. Just sprinkle a few in here.
And it will definitely improve
your Kaiserschmarrn significantly if you like raisins. Alrighty, I grabbed the lid for our skillet so the heat stays way more in there.
Also,
make sure to stir your compote, otherwise it'll boil over and it'll burn on the bottom. Ooh, that's looking great. Go ahead and give our apple compote another good stir. You can feel the apples becoming soft and almost falling apart on their own. All right, it is time to flip our Kaiserschmarrn. I poured in a good amount of batter, maybe a little too much, but let's try to flip it anyway. Alrighty, and that went surprisingly well. It might be a bit too brown on this side here, but it is no big deal. Alright, now that the other side of our Kaiserschmarrn has been cooking for a while, we'll take 2 spoons or 2 forks, whatever you prefer, and then we'll go ahead and rip it apart into finer pieces. And then we'll cover it with sugar to let it caramelize all the way around, and that will taste amazing. It's looking great. It's gonna be delicious. Alrighty, now we have half a cup of sugar here. Let's just sprinkle that on top and then mix it up and let it caramelize. I wasn't lying when I said it was a sweet dish. All right, then let's also take a look at our apple compote. It's looking great. Ooh, it feels great. That should be done in about 3 to 4 minutes probably. Alrighty, now that we've let our Kaiserschmarrn and our apple compote cook for long enough, it is time to dish up. Let's look at these beauties beforehand. Here's our apple compote, and I gotta say, it looks amazing. Then here, we have our Kaiserschmarrn. I know, it doesn't look like a big pancake anymore, but trust me, caramelization on the outside does wonders. All right, it is time to dish up. Here, let's grab a plate. Let's just grab some Kaiserschmarrn right here. Often it is traditionally also served with a vanilla sauce, but we have our apple compote today. All right, let's take some of that. and let's give it to an unbiased tester to try. All right, now with this beauty dished up, let's give it to our unbiased tester. Wes, if you'd like to come here and try this, I'd be happy. And please let me know how you like it after.
Smells good.
Might be hot.
Burn my face off. Ooh, hot.
It is, it is.
Well,
I bet the apple compote is
the
also
apple
still
tastes like apple, not too sweet. They
perfect.
have that tartness still, and the caramelization really makes the what is it called?
Kaiserschmarrn.
Kaiserschmarrn.
Yes. Kaiserschmarrn literally translates to Emperor's Disgust.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. This is your plate.
Oh.
Alrighty. Here I have a small plate for myself. Let me try it as well. Wow. This tastes like actual Kaiserschmarrn. I gotta say, we did a fantastic job today. If you cooked it with me, please send me a picture of that. The Instagram is in the description. Let me take another bite. This is phenomenal. Alrighty, thanks for watching, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, because I can tell you I did. This is a fantastic dish, and it turned out amazing. If you cooked it with me, please send me some pictures or some videos in the Instagram, which is linked on it below in the description. That would mean the world to me. I appreciate you guys so much. This was episode number 4 of PJ's Harmony Kitchen Delights, and I will see you in the future, maybe under a different name. Tschüss!